Hi, for this recording we're going to look at Library of Congress subject authorities, and let's just start a new search here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at Library of Congress subject authorities, and we're going to see how to look up just a basic subject heading, not do anything too fancy. So we're going to say today that we're going to be interested in finding the subject heading for the 1960s group, the Beatles. So we're going to type in Beatles. And we're just looking in this case in the subject authority heading. So we'll start our search. And here we see there's 275 bibliographic records for the Beatles. And we just check over here on the right where it says Library of Congress subject headings. Because sometimes they'll also have, as you can see here, Sears subject headings. Sometimes they'll have medical subject headings. And we want to make sure that we're getting the Library of Congress subject headings. So here we see that it says authorized and references. So we can go here and find out more information about this item. So we'll click on it and we see here that it says information for the Beatles. It says that there's an authority record and there's also See Also files. And See Also files are other subject headings that are related to your main subject heading that you're already searching. So in this case we can see the other subject headings are other Beatles, the individual names of them. We can go and click on Authority Record, and you'll see here it's giving you that the main heading, and the 1XX is from mark coding. So if you ever do any mark coding in the future in cataloging, the 1XX is the 100 field, which is the main field, and it has the Beatles. It also has Search Also Under, which is the same as search at, or what was it before? See Also. The See Also headings, and they call it the Search Also Under headings for the 500 levels. And this again is all the other subject headings that are related to the Beatles. So let's click on the Beatles because that's the heading we're interested in. And this takes us to the actual mark display for this subject heading. And you'll see up top here it says Library of Congress control number. This is just a number that they give to the subject heading. And then the heading, and then again all the mark coding for it. They tell you that it's the Beatles, it's musical groups, they're from Great Britain, Liverpool, England. And later when you get into mark coding, if you ever do, the other numbers will mean something. At this point, we're not looking at that kind of thing. So that's all you're really interested in for this assignment. We can try another search and just see what we can find. Let's look up, say for example, genealogy. So we'll search genealogy. We'll see here that there's 885 bibliographic records for genealogy under Library of Congress subject headings. Let's click on it. And you'll see that there's an authority record. There's also a scope note, which gives you information about it. And there's also narrower terms. So narrower terms are different than See Also terms. See Also terms are other search headings. These ones would be narrower terms that are more specific to genealogy. So, for example, genetic genealogy or Jews in genealogy. So in this case, let's go to the scope note first. And the scope note just says, if you're interested in genealogy, you can also search under the subdivision of the family name. So you can search under names of individual persons. So say John F. Kennedy. And then you can also do subdivision genealogy, which would be his family's genealogy. Let's just go back and we'll look at the authority record. And here again you have the heading and also some Search Also Under subject headings. We'll click on genealogy, and again you'll see the Library of Congress control number for under the mark display and all of the mark record. Just one other search I was going to do quickly if I've got time here. Let's look up something that would be like a medical term, for example, morphine. Here you can see that there's Library of Congress subject heading for morphine. There's also, farther down here, about number 8, I guess, you see that there's a medical subject heading. So you just want to be careful that you're not looking under something other than a Library of Congress subject heading. In this case, it says that there's 18 bibliographic records on morphine. We'll click on Authorized, and you can see there's an authority record and a couple of narrower terms. If we click on the authority record, and then we click on the heading, we can again see the Library of Congress control number and everything there is you wanted to know about the MARC record for morphine. And that's all we wanted to talk about today. Hope that helps a bit. Thanks.